Welcome back to Scotties Hobbies. As everybody knows, the Federal EPA and Lee Zeldin have made a proposal to rescind the 2009 Endangerment Findings and Greenhouse Gas Vehicle Emission Standards. I've been digging deep into this to see what's really going to go on, because when I looked at the proposal, in that proposal, what caught my eye is only California CARB emissions are the only thing not redlined out. You can go check out that video right here where I show you guys that and give you links for you to go check it out too. But look up here. Now, what I've been doing is shooting off emails to the EPA for the last few days, probably around 25, 30 different emails to different people. And I finally got a reply today. In this video, I'm going to go over what that email I sent to the EPA was and what the reply was to try to clear up some misinformation that's out there. And also, I set up a phone interview, a phone call for tomorrow, where I'm actually going to talk to a EPA representative and see if they can answer me some questions. Before we go too far into this video, please hit that like button right now, subscribe, share, check out the video library, and tell everybody about Scotties Hobbies. I really want to tell you guys that Smog is all done and over with. That would be incredible for the channel, and everybody would really be hyped. And I'm trying to get to that point to where, one, I could say that, or two, I could say this is all BS. And from what I saw in the proposal, the CARB information is not crossed out. That really, really scares me. And did you know, you guys really want to hear that smogs have gone away. So that would really help me. You'd get me a ton of likes, and I would get a ton of views on that. Bringing you the true facts really isn't helping the channel. I do get a lot of views off of it, but I do know if I give you guys the information that you want to hear, I will get way more views and everything out of it. So I'm just bringing you guys the facts of what's really going on, even if it doesn't get me the views or the clicks that I really want. So today, I got a reply. This is the email that I've been sending out to everybody in the EPA, trying to see really what's going on. Let me read it to you. Here we go. Hey there, I got another question for clarification I'm hoping you might be able to help me with. This was an email that I sent to the press office of the EPA because I've had some questions, or I've had some dialogue with them already. They actually replied, I hope you're doing well. My name is Scott, and I run a YouTube channel called Scotties Hobbies, where I focus on vehicle maintenance, emissions laws, and providing clear, fact-based content to help the public navigate complex automotive topics. I've been closely following the proposed rule, Reconsideration of the 2009 Endangerment Findings and Greenhouse Gas Vehicle Standards, and have watched every interview I could find, including the recent remarks from Lee Zeldin. However, I still haven't found a definitive answer to a key concern that's quickly gaining traction online. There's a rumor spreading that this proposed rule would somehow eliminate or change Section 209 of the Clean Air Act, thereby ending California's ability to enforce stricter emission standards and possibly ending vehicle emission testing in the state altogether. From my understanding of the Clean Air Act and the proposed rule text, it doesn't appear that Section 209 is directly altered in the proposal. I've always understood that Congress would have to pass a bill to amend or repeal Section 209. But I'd really appreciate some clarity straight from the source to confirm whether. 1. This proposal in any way alters, weakens, or eliminates Section 209B or Section 177. 2. The proposal affects California's authority to enforce its own vehicle emissions testing or standards. 3. The rule targets new vehicle standards only or if it has implications for emissions testing of vehicles already in service. My goal isn't to add fuel to the rumor mill. I'm genuinely trying to help provide understanding to the facts rather than fall victim to the hype or fear-based narratives. I'd love to include your clarification in an upcoming video to help bring some calm and accuracy to the conversation. Thank you for your time and all the work you do. Sincerely, Scott Brown. Scotties Hobbies and all that good stuff right there. Now, the press office of the EPA actually replied to that email today. We went back and forth a couple times, but this is the press release that they gave to me. I'm going to go over it. I'm actually going to have somebody else read it. So it's not just my voice, and I suck at reading anyways, as you could tell. And let's listen to what they had to say.
Hi, Scott. Please see our response below. Thanks. As stated in our proposal, CAA Sections 209A and other applicable sources of federal preemption would continue to apply, and we would retain our authority to regulate emissions, including emissions of the 6 well-mixed GHGs addressed in the endangerment finding, under circumstances that meet the standard for regulation under CAA Section 202A. If finalized, this proposal would remove all greenhouse gas standards for light, medium, and heavy-duty vehicles and heavy-duty engines, starting from those set in 2010 for light-duty vehicles and those set in 2011 for medium-duty vehicles and heavy-duty vehicles and engines. As a result of these proposed changes, if finalized, manufacturers would no longer have to meet previously set greenhouse gas standards. This proposed rule does not address fuel economy targets set by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, under the Corporate Average Fuel Economy Rules, or the CAFE rules. This proposed rule does not change the non-greenhouse gas emission standards or fuel economy targets or fuel economy testing requirements for fuel economy labeling set by NHTSA under the CAFE rules. If finalized, manufacturers will still be required to report emissions and fuel economy data required for emission certification, fuel economy labeling, and CAFE. The proposed rule would not have legal effect until finalized, and manufacturers should continue to comply with the existing regulations until and unless they are revised in final form. Background. It's also important to remember that President Donald Trump signed into law 3 Congressional Review Act resolutions disapproving California's vehicle emission waivers in June, after both chambers of Congress voted overwhelmingly in disapproval of them.
President Trump's actions delivered a decisive blow to California's electric vehicle mandate. The Biden EPA rules granting California's waivers allowed one coast to set national policy while imposing significant costs and limiting consumer choice for Americans in every state. We are working to end the EV mandate because, in part, doing so will usher in a new era of prosperity for American auto workers, providing the economic liberty needed to restore this quintessential industry. Thank you to all the members of Congress who did their part to get these resolutions on President Trump's desk. The president campaigned on this, the American people voted for it, and this administration is proudly delivering on this mandate. Today is a great day for consumer freedom,
said EPA Administrator Zeldin.
Now that reply really leaves a whole lot up in the air still. But what mainly caught my eye is the, Clean Air Act Section 209A and other applicable sources federal preemption would continue to apply. So it doesn't sound like Section 209 is changing at all. So I replied to that email and asked if there was anybody that I could actually speak to. They said at the time there wasn't, but get this. From the emails that I've already previously fired off to the EPA, I actually very soon after I got these replies, I got a reply from an actual representative in the EPA that we spoke back and forth, and he was agreed to go, not go on, but have a phone call with me to answer some questions. So that's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to see if he'll actually go on a recorded line so I can provide that whole interview to you guys. But keep our fingers crossed. We're going to hope for the best. I'm going to try to gain some more clarity of what's really going on. And like I said earlier, with the CARB portion of the emission standards not being redlined out of the actual proposal that is being submitted to the Federal Register, that really scares me that California is still going to have the ability to create their own emission standards. And you guys keep saying, I'm Negative Nancy. Really, I want you guys to have some true, actual facts of what is actually going on. I'd love to be able to hype you guys up, tell you guys that you could go buy some parts that are going to do diesel deletes, turbos, modify your vehicle, and not have to worry about smog. That would be awesome. I want to turbo my Tahoe. I got a ton of friends that are already going over to Nevada, picking up parts to do diesel deletes on their trucks. I'm telling them, hold off until this is actually passed. Until there's a written rule and the standards have changed, don't do anything to your vehicles because you're going to end up doing something and you're not going to be able to pass smog here in California and you're going to be screwed. Again, I really just want to bring you guys clarity. If you have any questions that you think I should ask to the EPA tomorrow while I'm on that phone call to gain some clarity on any of this or a subject of this, please comment below. Let me know a question that you would be asking to a EPA representative to gain some clarity of this subject. I have a few questions. I know he's probably going to be more of a technical, I'm assuming he's going to want to go more on a technical conversation, and I'm going to be asking these layman terms dumb questions because I'm really just a dumb person trying to figure everything out and pass the information on to you guys. And I really appreciate every one of you guys watching my videos, taking in my information. I really appreciate the EPA replying to me as, like I said, I get humbled by this so much. It's crazy that I'm nobody, I feel like. And these people are taking their time to, one, watch me, and two, bring the facts to me and help me provide clarity to the people. It is really humbling. I really appreciate everything on everybody's part. So, like, subscribe, share. If you want to talk trash, please do so in the comments. I like to reply to everybody. And hey, when you comment, like your own comment. That helps me in the algorithm of having a reaction on the comments. I like all my comments when I give them back to you guys. Man, reactions, comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, it all helps. So please get involved in the video any way you can. Thanks for checking out Scotties Hobbies. Don't forget to check out the video library. Like, subscribe, share. I will see you guys on the next, hopefully helpful video.